Gotcha.
Okay, yeah, this poem is called 75. I performed it yesterday at Sixth's Poetry Slam, and I recorded that too, and I'll put it on YouTube. Okay, and I'll perform it for you guys. Okay. Flashback, way back to the night that defined it all, where their most powerful ally made the wrong call, leaving our citizens appalled. They decided to depart, leaving behind the war that drove our country apart. The South weaponless and defenseless, the North relentless and breaking down fences. Seized the capital in 75, after wasted efforts and lives. The South couldn't retain it, the North obtained it, renamed it after their leader and defaming it. Their citizens were outraged. They didn't see the guerrilla warfare among the trees, choosing only to believe the man shot in the head on TV. Wives lost their husbands, mothers lost their sons, who will never live to see the sun rise, forever wallowing in their demise. Never forget what happened at My Lai. One could recall their cries heard distantly while innocents were massacred indiscriminately. People argue in a disorganized fashion over minuscule food rations, disregard no caution, pushing to the point of exhaustion. Other nations witnessed our exasperation as we acted in desperation, tearing our country apart, denying our souls and ripping out our hearts, going on the ground. All around, one could hear the sounds of pandemonium. Conflicts were hard to avoid. Even the stalemate at Tet was void, resulting in an offensive. Collateral damage was expensive. Hopelessness and despair extensive. The people mournfully reprehensive. The soldier's sanity corrodes, wary of landmines or else explode into millions of pieces. The government teaches propaganda to the youth, reaching into their minds and force-feeding them mistruths that what they're doing is right, imposing this new form of government overnight. But with empty battle cries, the young men agonized, confused, and not knowing who to antagonize. The violence was savage, the once beautiful landscape ravaged. Our ancestors would have never imagined that the children of the fairy and dragon are engaged in civil war like this, all because of a delusional idealist. Let's be realists, there was never a need from the beginning, no chance to succeed. No one ever forgot the first time they heard gunshots. Nowhere was safe, not even the rice fields. Their protections were shields. Alas, the communists reigned supreme, ushering in a new regime. Only as a result of massive killings, many of the citizens still unwilling, rebellion was still rampant, so they reorganized re-education campaign, reforming moves while distributing rotten food. The lucky ones escaped, trying to find a new life, wanting to leave behind distress and strife, still in complete disbelief, flabbergasted that these thieves have robbed them of their motherland and everything else they made with their hands. They must face it, it's all wasted, their own people decided to erase it. Afraid that their culture is lost, millions of thoughts swirling as they drift across the ocean, overcome by overwhelming emotion, on a fishing boat, craving rice, carrying with them yellow with red stripes, leaving behind red with yellow star, which fails to represent them at all. Rather depressed than manic, no doubt it's tragic how some boats pulled a Titanic, others ransacked by pirates. They once found refuge in the tunnels of Gucci, now they're refugees on a foreign soil in the midst of this turmoil. Some places gave no support, denying them a roof and a bed, deporting them instead. Families separated, lives uprooted, many were deluded with a sense of false hope. Now they're at the end of their rope. Gone are the days of peace, now many Vietnamese rest in peace. Saigon, a once exuberant city, what a pity that its glory and story are now history. Someday our spirit will be revived. Meanwhile, I'll never forget, April 30th, 1975.